We are live. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy James, where I'm here to give my honest review, or in this case, my unpopular opinion while trying to watch my mouth. We'll see if that happens today. Joining me is my co-host, Mrs. Best. Y'all say what's up to her.
Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Like, share, and subscribe.
Absolutely. Please subscribe to both channels. Any recaps that I do not cover on my channel, it's because we cover on her channel, and we have some of the greatest TV I've ever seen on Mrs. Best channel. We have 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. We are going to pick up 90 Days, The Single Life. We currently have The Valley, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Supposedly Love and Hip Hop Miami is coming back to TV. It went away for a little bit, so we don't know what's going on with that. Yes, and then we have Love and Hip Hop Atlanta returning back to her channel. So if you love those shows, definitely subscribe and tell my girl I sent you, so that way you won't miss out on anything. So y'all, we got to talk about Super Bowl 60. We got to talk about it because no team that I watch went to the Super Bowl, if you catch my drift. But we want to say a big congratulations to Seattle Seahawks for winning the Super Bowl. It was an interesting game, to say the least.
Hey, the Seahawks defense was wonderful. I think they deserved it. And I think we are all tired of the same team winning. So go Hawks.
Yeah, I can see your point, but it was, I watched the full, usually I don't watch the Super Bowl. Usually I'm just eating the food and, chilling it out. For the other people in my family who don't watch football but play a spades game, usually that's where I'm at. So, but this time or another, I watched the whole thing for the first time. And there's a few things that I want to get off my chest.
Oh,
just with whoever was responsible for this decision. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. So Coco Jones did Lift Every Voice. Now, I asked everybody that I knew, did I just miss this? Can I rewind it? What did I not see it? Because I sat down for everything, every performance. I saw Charlie Puth perform the real national anthem, which I thought was interesting because is he American?
I don't know. And I don't think so, because I listen to his music. I feel like he is, but don't quote me on that. But I feel like he is.
I'm gonna Google it because I love him. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I love him. I do. But for some reason, New Jersey. Okay, I was gonna say because I was questioning that. I really was. I was like, okay, so I'll stand corrected. I had no problem with his performance. I loved it very much so. But why we didn't see Lift Every Voice and Sing?
We did. Where was it?
It wasn't on everybody's streaming network.
It was on everybody's streaming network. You had to watch the pre-show where they announced that it would be it. So the game started at 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
That was the official time of the Super Bowl. But before that, there's always the pregame and the pregame show, which they show every year, and she performed for that.
I had it on the entire time. I did not see it. I watched it the whole time too. I had it on since 3:30 as well. I did not.
No, you're missing what I said. I said the game started at 3:30. Coco Jones was performing at 3:19 during the pre-show. She was never announced to be singing during the actual game of the Super Bowl. She was just announced to be performing the Black National Anthem at the pregame show, which we see every year. They did announce that. They were very clear. It was in billboards. It was in the cable. All of that. That's how all of the social media has the clips of it. But I did find it interesting that the Super Bowl and the NFL promoted Coco Jones very heavily. If you're going to have the Black Anthem sang, then maybe have it sang with the national anthem. But I'm just happy for the Whitney respect based on her outfit. She did a great job. But yeah, it happened at 3:18. It was like 3:18, 3:19 when she was singing.
I was there. As I told you, in Arizona. I don't know if it was just my state, because it wasn't just me. We had it on. My mom had it on actually since 2 our time. which there was nothing playing but just a whole bunch of infomercials.
Who's your cable company? Because most major cable
I don't know who my mom had. I don't know who she had, but no.
If it's Cox, Comcast, I don't know if Time Warner is still around. If T-Mobile TV, Apple TV is the people who put it on. So anybody with an iPhone should have been able to watch. Also, NBC is a free channel. I know people in Arizona that saw her. My cousins are there and they were able to watch it.
I don't know what happened with us, but there were several people I called to say, hey, I'm not tripping. Y'all didn't see her perform, did y'all? And as I said, we don't know what happened with us specifically. We don't know. But I'm just saying, I was at my mom's house for hours before it started, and she had it on the channel because my mom don't like to miss shit. As you know, she's a football person. So I just don't know.
Country, we saw it. The rest of the country saw
I don't know. Go in some comments. You'll see. I wasn't the only one.
I did. I was all in the comments. Most of the people, it seems like most of the country was able to see it. And it seems like the people who didn't missed it, which makes sense. Or maybe there was some sort of strange occurrence happening in Arizona. But
say that. Because I was say it was say that because I'm gonna say, like, I get what you're saying. I'm not disputing that. But I'm saying is for us who were there, it was kind of like we saw the performances, like we saw everything. We saw all of the performances. Somehow hers did not make the lineup at the time you said, because I looked it up and I went back and I said, okay, let me see. It was not there.
Everybody living in places or who may have a plan or whatever the hell going on with the Wi-Fi cable or whatever. When you cannot see something, remember that the Super Bowl is always aired on free channels and networks. If you can't see it where you at, hop your ass on the internet. YouTube was streaming it, Hulu streamed it. It was everywhere.
No, I got you, friend. I got you.
They could have censored it. I don't believe they would censor it in one state, but I'm not from that state, so I don't know what goes on in that state. But what I will say, Black people, you want to see your people, do the research and do the work to support them, find a way to see it. But if something like that happened in Arizona, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I would say, and as I said, it could have just been me and the 10 friends that I called in the same state and area that also agreed with me. It could have just been us, right? But I will say this: watching it back, she did an amazing job. So I hate that I didn't get to see it live. I hate that it didn't show for me, but she did a great job. Love the Whitney Houston reference, even though that's not what Whitney Houston's saying, even though that would have been a brilliant thing, you know.
It was because of the outfit.
Right.
That's what she wore.
No, I know. I was saying, I got that. But I was saying, like, it would have been great if she would have chosen to sing the national anthem and had that outfit on. Kind of, yeah. I don't know. That's just me. I feel like that would have been so awesome for me to see that. But, you know, she did a great job. How did you feel she did?
She can sing. She's one of my favorite R&B artists right now. I think she's very talented. I hope she goes far, and I think she represents what Black women should represent. Talent without all the nasty, ignorant stereotypes. I love Coco Jones. I stand for her.
I'm new to her, so I'm just learning about her. So yeah, I thought my impression, because I always saw her with Terrell Grasseria on YouTube. I never really saw her outside of him, so I didn't know too much about her. Yeah.
One of the biggest oh my God, open up Spotify, friend.
Child, let me tell y'all, today's music, I be lost.
I See You, Here We Go. She's literally one of the people I would say is carrying R&B right now.
Okay. Yeah, I know her. I know her well now. I know her voice, so I'm finna definitely pick up some of her stuff. So then we get to halftime. We got Mr. Bad Bunny. Somebody else I was familiar with him, but I wasn't like.
I think we all know who Bad Bunny is because he's blown up.
Right.
Just because you know who somebody is doesn't mean that you know all of their music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my experience with him, they play him a lot in Miami. So that's how I knew who he was. But I really didn't follow that genre of music too deep to be like, oh, yeah. Like, so I understood why he was chosen. I do. I don't think it was a bad choice. I thought that, okay, you know, it's nice to see someone who is not relatively older in the game becoming a performer. I think that that's still something that they should definitely be more inclined to open up. So I'm glad that they started this time with it being like this. Now, His performance was a little different than what I'm used to seeing the Super Bowl. I didn't quite catch up. I was kind of behind. I was like, okay. And then what was funny is when I saw this, I saw Cardi B in the corner, and that's all who I recognized until
I
I saw
didn't
this
even
picture.
recognize Cardi B was there because his performance, so much was going on. Shout out to his creative director. But I I was trying to, I seen a taco truck, a little boy, a Grammy. I was on the internet. They talk about the trees was people. Okay, I was just trying to keep up. And then I've been on Duolingo, y'all, tough. Okay, tough for months. So I was one of them black people that was just trying to see how good that Duolingo is working. I'm gonna just keep it real. I was just happy to understand some of the words he was saying.
Right. No. And so yeah, when I saw Cardi B, so I thought in my mind when I saw her, because she was the only person I picked out, I said, okay, Stephon Diggs is there. Maybe she'll perform. And literally we were waiting. We were like, oh my gosh, she finna perform. That's because, it's networking. I totally get it. So when we saw the next thing that popped up was this lady who I now know was Lady Gaga. Y'all have to understand something about me. I did not know that was Lady Gaga. I don't know what Lady Gaga looks like. I do not know what she looks like. Every time she's in this disguise of life, she's always in something where I'm more paying attention to what she got on than what she looked like. That is who she is to me. I'm a fan, I am, but I never know what this lady looks like. So I'm like, okay.
You social media more, Fred.
Yeah, I
Her
really do.
little ET. Because when she's not in her costumes, like in her videos or at an award show, she generally looks just like this. If you can't figure out Lady Gaga, just look for the short lady, pale as hell, and her eyebrows are always invisible.
That
I
doesn't
don't know
help.
why, but that seems to be her thing.
That
It kind
does.
of threw me though, because obviously he put on a show that was meant to send a message for the Black and Brown communities. I'm like, is Lady Gaga a part of that? I know she'd be down with us though, with standing. She hates Trump. So
Yeah, like I thought that too. And it was funny because I was like, okay, because I was waiting for a black performer. I wanted to know who he was going to choose to come up there. Like I really, and what's funny is I was on Instagram, funny social media comes up. I was on Instagram and someone said maybe it will be Janet Jackson with her song with Daddy Yankee. And I said, now y'all got to be kidding me. If y'all really think Janet Jackson,
they not
now
letting
Daddy Yankee would make sense. Like that made sense to me. But no, I did not think Janet Jackson was coming up there.
I also think everybody who thought Cardi B would perform at an all-American family event. Listen, I love Cardi myself, but do you really think America is really ready for Miss Bodega Batty and that BBL to be hopping and bouncing all over the place? And her songs, the content in them, it doesn't always scream family. So I'm happy he let her like dance around, but he could have at least let Cardi sing "I Like It" or "Bodega Batty." He could have at least.
I thought that was coming. I really thought that was coming. So the fact that she didn't perform and we saw Lady Gaga, I was like, okay. And I
It's a
started to
good
get.
message to show y'all that sex sells for female rappers and stuff. Sex sells, but make sure to mix in some other content and some other things within the sexual image that you put on for yourself, because the very thing that you do to get put on, especially in hip hop, could be the very thing keeping you from huge platforms like the Super Bowl that could expose you to so much more.
Right, exactly. And I do agree with that. I just don't know. Did we know he was performing months in advance?
Yeah,
Or was this
because
the last minute? Okay.
Trump and MAGA have been throwing literal temper tantrums because Bad Bunny was performing, which is why he did not perform in English. He could have performed in English, but did not, because Trump and them were upset about it. He probably would have came and just did a regular performance like he would have done anywhere else had MAGA not gotten so damn upset. So it's kind of like the political climate in this country has gotten so out of control that it has literally impacted fucking sports. And then that part kind of irks me just a little bit, because I'm like, y'all, because I would have liked to know what he
That
was
is
saying.
crazy. Yeah. So in hindsight, now that it's all been said and done, he has broken records. So from what we understand with him, he had about 135.4 million views on his performance, which surpasses Usher, Rihanna, a lot of different performers on there. I forgot who.
Beyonce, Coldplay, Bruno
Beyonce, yes.
Mars, the greatest. I love it.
Absolutely. And I felt like that's amazing to be able to surpass those huge names like that. That is absolutely amazing. So when I saw that, and then I went strolled more, I saw some comments. One coming from the leader of the country right now, and I'm going to read what he said because I thought that was interesting. And then I have a little comment that I want to say as well. So let me get my screen and let me read it what he said because I'm going to read it. So, our leader in office right now said the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense. It is an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. There's nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch it will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule, Make America Great Again, President Donald J. Trump. Now, I think for me, there's so much problematic with that being said.
I'm
Now,
going to interrupt you right quick just because it is highly controversial. The Super Bowl, one, and then two, political climate right now. This is not a political discussion, so please don't come in here with your comments after the replay is playing, trying to talk to us about Trump or making obnoxious comments about race. You're just going to be ignored and deleted. Like, we're just discussing the statement that the president put out. And if y'all don't like that, then write a fucking letter to the White House, respectfully. That is all.
yes. Oh, absolutely. And yes, this is not in no way, shape, or form a political advancement of trying to explain that. We are just talking about the statement because we are talking about the performances, as it says in the caption. The performances, not politics. Please be clear, even though no one's going to listen to that. We're just going to be clear anyway. But here's the thing. One of the things I love about other countries who have a diverse atmosphere or a diverse sense of people is that everyone finds a way to respect everybody's cultures and be able to coexist in society. I feel like as a country, we kind of always want to pick apart what we don't understand to try to make it make sense. And then instead of just respecting it and just saying, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Or, oh, I would love to learn more. We're immediately calling it, oh, we don't understand it, so it's wrong. And I think that's why I have a problem with that statement. It's because in order to understand cultures, you have to learn about them, especially because everybody is here. It's not like, it's one of those situations where it's like, oh my God, it's never been here before. We don't want it. No, it's been here this entire time. And we have, where I come from, where Mrs. Best is, we have all kinds of cultures. And we learned about them. We try to understand them, especially if they pique interest for us. We try to make sure that we don't insult them. We try to make sure we are cautious, but we try to learn about them as best we can. So I just feel like that just gives us a more hints of why this country stays divided, which is not going to help us. It's not going to help us when we put out those statements and then want to throw out 401ks and all that kind of stuff. Like,
honestly, with Trump's statement, like, and how stuff is in the world today, I think you have to operate throughout life and throughout commenting on him, even the way that you would if you are a student in college. let's cite our fucking sources for a second. So he has a problem with the fact that the Super Bowl, he could not understand it. If you have a problem with the fact that everything was saying in Spanish, then do a part of your job. Do something, sir. Give us an official language. We don't have an official language. For those who do not know, English is not the official language of the United States of America. It is not. So you cannot get upset for Spanish speaking at the Super Bowl, especially when the Super Bowl happened in a state that used to belong to a Spanish speaking country. As quiet as it's kept. Half of the state belonged to the Spanish speakers and the other half of it belonged to the indigenous people. So you can't really get mad at that. Secondly, if he didn't want the performance to be in English, then why couldn't you close your mouth, sir? You came for this man and he wasn't doing nothing. Now he says he's never going to come perform in America again after the Super Bowl, which is going to take away jobs, income, revenue that could have come here because he's a huge celebrity. Now that's gone wrong. Also, Puerto Ricans are Americans. Puerto Ricans are Americans. You do not need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. If you have an ID from one of the 50 states and or our territories in Guam, American Samoa, American Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, we have so many territories within the United States. Why are they territories in that states? Because we did what we always do and went and invaded somebody else's shit, tore up their land, and that's why that happened. So it's like, sir, it's baffling that someone can be president and not understand history or the spaces they're supposed to be helping to lead. Right. But this is why Bad Bunny has certain stuff within his performance. There were so many messages within it.
Yes.
Puerto Rico was ignored for 6 months without food, water, electricity, things like that after a hurricane because Trump also could not seem to put through his head that they were a U.S. territory and we needed to send them aid. And could do that. So it's one of those things where most of everything he said was incorrect. And I just encourage everybody to go to your local library, utilize Google, fact check. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. They have been for a very long time. And if the Hispanic population was not being targeted, and if the African American population was not being targeted by the people that he put in charge, then maybe all of this wouldn't have become such a big deal. But I just really want to know, not to be petty, Mr. Trump, why were you watching Bad Bunny's performance when you had Kid Rock and the sad country singer at the guy who got shot in his neck at their little event, the Turning Point? You guys had that halftime show to avoid watching Bad Bunny, but you still watched Bad Bunny. And now you're mad about watching something that no one made you watch when you had an alternative option.
There you go. There you have it.
I don't get it. It's like the 1 year where if you don't like the Super Bowl performer, y'all had another option. So anyone who didn't like it, just go to the other option or don't watch it at all. Fuck.
Yeah. It's like, I just don't get it. And then you had some housewives. So you guys know, if you're new to my channel, shout out to Keywan J TV. You guys, please please subscribe to her channel. Thank you for stopping by. We love you. We appreciate you. I had to acknowledge you in there. But there was another somebody in the Real Housewives world, which is what my channel is all about. I recap the Real Housewives shows. Taylor Armstrong. So Taylor Armstrong decided to post to her social media. It says, were you entertained? I'm embarrassed for the NFL and Apple for the Super Bowl halftime show, totally in Spanish with a Cuban flag. Now,
I see why Russell was knocking her between the wall and his hand. Now, I'm starting to see it. I don't care. Cancel me. I ain't got shit no way. I'm starting to see. Because if she walked around the house saying stupid shit like that while crying after Kennedy, what did Kim say? Shut up, bitch. Go inject your lips some more. That's what I'm giving Taylor.
I was just baffled because to me, I'm like, ma'am, why? Why would you? Somebody get her, please. Like I have
I'm gonna
no.
blame it on her husband knocking the shit out of her head years ago. She might got the CTE and she might not have known what she was saying.
She didn't know what
That's
she
what
was saying, friend. Okay,
I don't know.
some
That's what
somebody
Taylor
got to do.
Archer.
Somebody got to say something.
She used to be Keywan. She was on the Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was one of the original casted housewives. She stayed for about 4 seasons. She left after her husband committed suicide after things came out about him also being domestically and physically abusive. She then took a break, and then came back to Bravo on the Housewives of Orange County. I don't believe she's on there anymore, but I'm not surprised by this. I've never liked Taylor, so.
I didn't like her either. So if that wasn't bad, we have another one of the Real Housewives land who decided to get her ass up on social media and say something else too. So let's go ahead and see what Jill, is it pronounced Zarin? I don't really know
Yeah,
her. So
it's Jill
okay.
Zarin.
Jill Zarin.
I agree. I said it before that it was the worst halftime show ever. And it's 250 years that we're celebrating right now in the United States. And I just don't think it was appropriate to have it in Spanish. And quite frankly, I didn't need to see him grabbing his, G area. I think it was totally inappropriate. You've got all these young kids watching the Super Bowl, and he doesn't have to be grabbing himself every 5 seconds. Is he so insecure? Seriously, I didn't understand it. I don't speak Spanish. I would have liked to have known the words he was saying. To me, it looked like a political statement because there were literally no white people in the entire thing. I think it was a political statement, and I'm not taking a side one way or the other. I just do. I think it was an ICE thing. And I just think that the NFL sold out, and it's very sad because this was 75 years, and, shame.
Like Mrs. Best said in the comment section, and I'm going to put her comment on the screen so we all can see. Michael Jackson, a black man. Signature move is him grabbing himself and moonwalking and talking about a he. So I'm trying to figure out, how is that foreign to you, ma'am?
Also, Lady Gaga white. Her heritage goes back to Italian. She white. She white. And I feel like Jill.
Nothing.
Jill. Chill. Beyonce grabbed herself. Coldplay grabbed themselves. Michael, Janet showed a titty. Justin pulled it out. Like, shall I continue? Shall we continue?
I just feel like that was so unnecessary for her to say. It was so unnecessary.
But you was quiet, Jill, when Snoop Dogg crip walked, which was an actual gang statement on that.
Right.
During the time that social media existed. All these colorless people that's mad about Bad Bunny. All these colorless people mad about Bad Bunny. Where were y'all at the Super Bowls? We just had the last 5 where people was grabbing and hunching and touching and singing about shit that they probably should not sing about. Kendrick Lamar just said last year, trying to strike a chord, but it's probably a minor, and then called certified lover boy, certified pedophile, what, at the Super Bowl. But you are mad because Bad Bunny did a little thrust in the trees with a Grammy? I'm just saying, if they're going to be mad, pick your battles wisely. Because people been thrusted at all types of shit across the Super Bowl stage.
It's like, one has nothing. Since when does that have to do with the political climate here? I didn't see
when Bobby was alive.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing in that performance that addressed anything of what's going on in this country. And if it did, it needs to happen where people can see it.
Oh no, the whole performance addressed what's going on in the country. That's why she was mad. They had the billboard at the Levi Stadium posted that said the only way to address hate, the only thing stronger than hate is with love. He shouted out all of the Americas and reminded the United States of America that you do not define America. America is Canada, Guyana, South America, Colombia, Haiti, all of these different places. He included every black and brown flag that is included within the North Americas. He acknowledged and had scenes acknowledging how Trump was not there and has abandoned Puerto Rico in disastrous situations in times of need. He acknowledged the Afro-Latinas, the Mexican communities, other Hispanic communities. His whole performance was a message, but that's his fucking right.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm talking about the things she specifically was talking about. That's why I was like, oh.
The stuff that she was saying was referenced in the performance. Get over it. Beyonce, when she performed with Bruno Mars and Coldplay, she was dressed as a literal panther. So I'm saying, like, it's weird, the selective, like, racism, because that's really what it is. That's
really for that I agree with.
Like, the colorless right now are more mad at the browns than they are the blacks.
I think they're mad at everything, because the problem is that they want everybody to fall in line with the actions of where this country is going, as far as like trying to eliminate certain things, and the people are taking a stance. No, we don't. This is what makes up our country. You can't erase the things you benefit from. Like, if you erase that, then you need to give back your washer and dryer. You need to give back your refrigerator. You need to give back your refrigerator, give back your stove, give back your recipes, give them all back. If that's really what you want to eliminate, then give all that back. That's how I feel. I feel like give it back then, because y'all not going to do that. So I don't understand why you would want to take away such a pertinent part of life that we all benefit from, that we all use off of the backs of black people and brown and everybody else in that message. Give it all back.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Give it all back. Because I'm acknowledging them. I love my refrigerator. I love my washer and dryer. I love that I can use my bathroom. So, yes, I'm going to acknowledge those people, if not for anything else, their creativity and inventions, aside from them being a person of color. So, yes. What we talk about? Hi, Mrs. Moncrief. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, we had to talk about her child because she had to go there. She
This
just
is
had to
why
go.
we don't cover the Housewives of New York, me or James, because we talk about it often and we'll suggest it to each other. But the history of the amount of racist people that have come through that cast compared to any other franchise, I don't know what the problem is between Ramona and Jill. New York is washed.
I love my washing machine and dryer because it's been over 2 decades since the last time okay, for real. Like, I'm just saying, like, to me, they're trying to get away. What a lot of the current climates in society are trying to do is eliminate the history to make it seem like this country wasn't built off the backs of the other colors and nationalities. That's realistically what's going on here, and I don't like that. I feel like that's messed up. There's a way for that to coexist and be acknowledged without it having to say y'all were the people who tried to silence it. Like, there's a way for it all to matter here. As y'all say, all lives matter, but it's mildly convenience that y'all trying to silence the ones who try to make it seem like it's selective lives that matter. Just saying. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Kelly. That's what I saw, Miss Moncrief, for that the new show they're gonna have on E. I said, oh, they took everybody racist and drunk and put them onto another show. So the one person on the show who's not the most racist, Luann, is gonna be, we don't even know. I'm not watching it because of that. Absolutely not. Orange County, I'm cool on that too. It's too much racism going on, just like openly.
It is. That's why I feel like it never stopped. Like, when I tell people this, I feel like segregation never stopped. It just looks different. I feel like racism never stopped. It just now looks different. And now in this time in society, it's becoming more open, where you're able to say things to a detriment that, seems like it's okay. Like, you may not realize that what you're saying is racist, but it is, and it's rooted in it. I think that's what a lot of people are doing. And I feel like, damn, we got a lot of work to do. Y'all. But yeah, that was it. I wanted to come here and give my opinions, the things that I missed. The performance, as I said, I liked it. Um,
My only feedback on that performance, it looked cool, but don't plan your performance for just the people watching halftime on television. Because if I was at Levi Stadium, I have been there. I live in the Bay Area. The way that that stadium and the way that our stadiums are situated here, the way his performance was, the higher up that you are, you'll be able to see it, but it'll be looking at ants. And then the lower you are, meaning the more expensive your seats was, the less you could see because them damn pillars of trees was as tall as him. And
yeah.
he was falling through stuff. I said, oh, this is cool. But I just wish he would have done it to where the people who were live could have seen it better. The other thing I wish he would have done, I do wish he would have incorporated English and Spanish. You can make a statement while also acknowledging that there are people that want to support the Hispanic and Latino communities that may not speak Spanish, y'all. So I felt like they could have done that, or at least put subtitles on for the people watching from home. But other than that, he did the best he could with what he got.
I think not only that, but I think that in times it was a great avenue to showcase a culture that, has a voice as well. It's not always about, because mainly I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, black performers all the time at the Super Bowl. I'm glad that there was another nationality. I know we had our J Lo and Shakira thing, which people didn't have no problem with that though. But I'm just saying, it was nice to see other cultures. Like I'm here for it. I really am. I was here for the performance. I was here for Bad Bunny because as I said, I know of him. I didn't know him fully, and so this actually made me want to.
I mean, California was the best place for him to perform. If the Super Bowl was in New Orleans, if the Super Bowl was anywhere else, honestly, I don't think that they would have called Bad Bunny. California, most of the staff working at Levi Stadium was probably black and brown. A lot of the people attending black and brown, the players black and brown. So it works out because of the location. But next year they will be in LA. So we shall see.
We shall see.
Don't bore us. I swear to God, don't put no damn boring ass country music star. If it ain't Shabuzi, I don't want it.
So when I heard Gasolina, I really started getting hyped because I know that one, every other song Bad Bunny did. I don't know none of them songs.
Gasolina's not even his song.
It's not his Daddy Yankees. And that's why I thought Daddy Yankee was going to come up there. I mean, Ricky Martin was a great,
I mean, yes, but I wish he had a more relevant Hispanic artist to perform.
Yeah, I got that too. But I was like, He's still great. Yeah, he's still great though. I still love Ricky Martin, so I wasn't too mad at that choice. I wasn't. I was like, okay, he is a pillar. He is one of the originals, so I will give it to him. Yeah, pay homage. I totally got that. But I would have loved it more if Daddy Yankee brought his ass up there. I really would, because y'all know Daddy Yankee was in my time. I love Daddy Yankee, so yes.
He could have called Pitbull too, because
Pitbull was another one. Yeah,
people love. He had a couple of options. I just think he could have chosen some options that people would have recognized or wanted to hear from more, but they did really good. Well, Lady Gaga and Mark Anthony did really good. I thought the ending to his performance was great. I wouldn't pay to see Bad Bunny, but I like the culture.
Thank you, Shani, for validating me. Thank you for validating me, because I couldn't have been the only one that did not know that was her. I could not have been the only person that did not know.
Lady Gaga is in costume a lot, and unless you're like heavily on social media or a true Gaga fan, I love Lady Gaga, then you're not gonna know what she looks like. That's why I tell everybody, look for them eyebrows.
Where was Mark Anthony? I missed him. I didn't.
They could have chose him. He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. No, he wasn't there. I was like, no, I didn't see him either. So that's why I said no. I did not know that was Lady Gaga, and I kind of felt like, okay, now I know what she looks like, so I'll be able to spot her better next time. Because I'll tell you, I did not know what that lady looks like. I know her in costume. I know when she wears meat. I know when she dresses up as a guy in the VH1. I knew that.
That meat shit wasn't sanitary, and I don't care what nobody says.
I thought y'all just said Mark Anthony was there. I didn't say that.
I'm
gonna have to go back and listen back then. If we did say that, I'm sorry. No, I'm totally sorry if we said Mark Anthony. No, I did not say
Alba
that.
also, some of the people he chose, can we choose some people we know of? Because when I think of Jessica Alba now, I think of the Honest Company and them damn wipes and diapers.
No, you didn't hear wrong. I think I said Ricky Martin. No, I know I said that, but I don't know if I said. I might have said it. Who knows? We old child. We know. Just like I saw Jessica Alba. I did. And as I said, Cardi B was the only person I spotted from. I said, "Oh, she right there." Why didn't he have? That's a good one.
A fool in the Bay Area, child.
That's a good one too. Fat Joe could have been there. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, definitely.
Lion ass.
Yeah, I think Fat Joe could have been there as well. Yeah, that's
the only thing that I thought was the funniest thing though. Cardi B, when they asked, any words for your special guy? Good luck. And then she left right after that performance. She didn't care to see him finish. She didn't care to see nothing. So I thought that was funny. I said, that's why you don't have baby with a man who got 6 baby mamas. Everybody's like, no, the daddy is back. No, not when you become a baby mama number 6 while still married. Something is wrong.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. He could have Romeo Santos fine ass up in there too. Yeah, he could have had a whole bunch of people. I thought I heard she planned $1 million party after the game, and that's why she had to break out. Oh,
they unfollowed each other.
Who?
Cardi B and Stefan Diggs, however you say his name. They unfollowed each other. 50 Cent is currently.
Oh, the guy she with. I don't know why I'm slow. Did they? Okay, so did they break up?
We don't know, but they're alleging that they did. I don't know who's expecting these people to last. Anybody dating somebody while they still married, just know it ain't gonna last.
Yeah.
And if it do, it'll end like Tory and Dean 20, 30 years later or some shit.
Not Tory and Dean. That is hilarious that you bring them up of all things.
I wonder on WeTV.
Oh, okay. She ever gonna get her money now that she left him? She gonna get her money now?
I don't know what's happening with her money.
Because I know that's the reason her mom.
I believe Candy Spelling is still alive too.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. She very much so is. I wonder if she going. And Jazzy, her reunion look was a loss as her and her husband lost last night.
Y'all didn't have to do Jazzy from Potomac. I was dying online. I think it was Delightful Dawn. Somebody tagged me online, and I looked. And they were making fun of Jazzy being so excited doing this whole Super Bowl video to enter and talking about her mother-in-law. And y'all was like doing all of this to root for your man on the bench. I said, y'all ain't shit. At least he made it to another.
Right. This is the third one in a row. Yeah, he's been in 5, and this is the third one in a row. So.
And my husband was telling me yesterday that, like, whether you win or lose the Super Bowl, the players that
you still get a ring.
The Super Bowl, they get their bonus.
Yeah, they get their bonus and they get their ring.
Yep, she get that good bonus. She good.
I don't know if he played last night. I didn't see him.
He did not. He was on the bench the whole time.
I feel like this. If I make it there for 5 years, being this is my 3rd year in a row, no matter what team I switch to, I'm still celebrating it. So I'm not mad at him.
This place to be. You protecting yourself from getting hit and smacked, and you still get checked, and you could still say that you won a Super Bowl. If you did, he didn't win, he lost. But.
I mean, I'm not mad at Jazzy for pulling the Simone Biles and supporting her husband on the field. Like, I'm not mad at that. Like, if I was married to a football player, my black ass would be out there too in a matching coat with his name all over it. And pictures of them too.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to support your spouse, whether they the bartender, the waitress, the waiter, the host, or the manager. You're supposed to support your partner. That's just what you're supposed to do. Especially if your partner's sitting on his ass for 3 hours. Every time he has a game, he getting paid.
I would be at every game. I would. Even the ones that were went. The first year. Now, after the second and third year, I probably would cut some of that shit out. But my first year, I'm definitely out there. Let me run into Simone Biles, my best friend in my head. Me and her gonna be like this. Hey, friend, let's do a selfie. So yes, let me not speak that out loud because I don't know if I want to end up with a football player. I don't know. I'm not being picky, but I'm just saying. I guess my mama TV was fucked up at this time because I promise you, I did not catch this black national anthem.
I told you.
Damn. Just saying. I believe in support your man, especially on the Super Bowl field, but she just seemed extra about everything all the time. I be feeling like she do too much sometimes. Jazzy does. She does do too much, but as I said, I'm not the only thing. She's not the only one doing that though. Like she's not. And as I just mentioned, Simone Biles be at every game.
But Simone Biles is not tacky in her delivery of her support for her man. Simone Biles also got with her man when he was available, not when he was with someone else and in the middle of having a child. So it's as my good sis Keywan said, Jazzy's man is a 3-time Super Bowl ring wearing towel boy. And you know what? At least he didn't have to sit on the bench in the snow. It was 62 degrees yesterday in the Bay Area. Just saying.
I ain't bad. Listen, I don't care if he was a bit. He made it. Damn it. I don't like you. I don't like you, Jazzy, but I'm still finna say I ain't mad at you, sis. If I get me one, my black ass gonna be right out there with you, twisted and everything with my coat that got his name all over the place on it.
Like in Miami for Diddy. Go, Poppy, with that damn sign.
No, I ain't finna do that. No, I ain't finna have no sign of goofy shit.
If you put your man's face and go this on your outfit, you are just the walking sign. It's the same. It's the same. Jazzy,
but Simone Biles is Simone Biles. I think she's allowed to. Yeah, but so is Jazzy. But Jazzy could do it too. Like, I don't mind women doing this. I don't mind them doing it. Now, you're right. But Simone Biles, I think with her, because she's a household name without her husband, I think that we accept it more. But she's not doing anything different from Jazzy, at least in my opinion. She's not. She's doing the exact same shit. But as we said, Simone Biles is our best friend in our heads. So I think that's why we give allowance. If Mrs. Best was out there, I would give, that's my best friend. She out there supporting her man. Absolutely.
I'm not going to support my man in that way. But, you know, Jazzy does get thirsty. You don't have to tell us every little thing he does for you. And you also, you might not want to be posted to social media hella tough when he's sitting on the bench.
We made it, damn. Listen, Jazzy, as I said, I don't like you, but I'm supporting you right now. Now, when the reunion come, I'm finna reach your ass for filth. But as of now, right now, Jazzy, I'm supporting you because I understand that. I do. I understand that definitely. Jazzy is not Simone Biles. Jazzy don't have 3,500 gold medals.
If Jazzy was not in the NFL, I wonder if she could afford a ticket on that flight attendant salary or if they would let her in. I'm just saying the nosebleeds was $3,000.
Damn. That's a lot. That is a goal of mine to go to a Super Bowl. That is a goal.
We said we put a party in the town, in the streets. Okay, we put a party everywhere, but in the stadium.
Calm your ass down, Jazzy. Simone, keep it.
Kiana is a side chick, but I always find it funny when side chicks call each other side chicks. It's funny.
Yes, we are reading her for calling Kiana a side chick because ain't that the reason why Jazzy got on us YouTubers? Ain't that the reason? Because was it Color Me Pink that put that story out and did the interview with it was Color Me Pink. She did the interview with the baby mama that exposed that. So that's why Jazzy got mad at all of us. And Mrs. Best had to read her for filth on my channel. Because yes, that ain't our fault that we did this. Like that we on here and you brought your ass on TV thinking one thing and it was a whole other. So yes, we definitely gonna read Jazzy for filth because to me, that's hypocritical. Don't be a hypocrite.
If you a side chick or if there was a question or overlap when you got with your man, you don't get to comment on anybody else and how they got with their man.
I guess because Greg was married. I guess that's what, because that was something that also came up as well for Jazzy reading Kiana for filth because Greg was married and I guess homeboy wasn't. So, yeah, you know how I feel about that. I feel like I kind of do see it differently. But with kids, I might be more in tune, except for Tara, Peter, and Amina. That's the only couple I'm not going to go
give
for.
Everybody really good advice. If you want to find a relationship that is going to work or get to a point in marriage, I promise you it's going to be really hard to get there. Or if you do get there, you're going to end up like Jazzy, having to defend yourself left and right. Just date people available. If you have to question it, ain't no allowances of, okay, well, you're not married, or it don't matter if there's a kid, no kid, married, not married. If the person you talking to is not done with whoever they was talking to before you, just let it go. It ain't worth the trouble, because you're gonna end up like Jazzy and Kiana.
Right, because for me, I wouldn't have said shit. I wouldn't even have cared if that's what y'all. Okay, there. That's that side of the story is mine. I'm married to him now. I got him. I wouldn't have said shit. I just wouldn't. Like me, I wouldn't even have came out and defended. Yeah, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. But when you're lucky to have your ring, you get very defensive.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay, okay, I got you. Yes, we need more. That story, KO, you over there breaking up happy homes, but you won't scream at Stacy because she may have had a conversation with a divorced man. Right. That's a good point. Hey, Shana, thank you for being here. Shout out to Shana, y'all. She also please subscribe to her channel. She hugely supports me, Mrs. Best both. We want to make sure we return that favor, Shana. Her information is in my description box, as well as Keywan's information. You guys, please show my girls some love and subscribe to their channels. But yeah, that was the Super Bowl, y'all. We were here a lot longer than I thought we were. I need to get my ass to the food and eat. But I will do another live sometime this week, since I have no shows this week. Mrs. Best has, I think, one tomorrow or tonight.
Yeah, I have 90 Days of Single Life tomorrow, and then I'll have Love and Hip Hop Miami allegedly on Thursday, and then I have the Valley Love During Lockup, Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then I will be doing independently also a review of the Tyra Banks documentary.
Oh,
so I'm gonna be busy as hell this week.
You are gonna be busy, and I may join you for that one.
Get Netflix. I'm gonna do it the day after it airs.
I'm about to borrow somebody's Netflix account.
I'm gonna say it's with niggas too.
I'm gonna borrow somebody. Let me ask the birthday boy if I can borrow his.
The birthday boy? Who is the birthday boy? Who's having a birthday?
Look in your private chat. So yeah. So let me.
That's a bad idea, but
is it?
You know, yeah. Let's start making different choices.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Let me, because I believe for my dad, I'm gonna see.
I'll get it. No, I'll pay for it. It's not a big deal. I'll pay for it. I was just,
it doesn't air till the 16th.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll pay for it.
I believe there's a way for me to share it. Like I did it once for my dad. It's like vacation mode, because now they charge you to share your damn password. Yeah. That's why I was like, I need to figure out who got borrowed. The only reason why I said that is because his stuff is still signed on my TV. So yeah. Oh, if it's still logged in, then yeah. But if you have to contact, no. Yeah. That's my phrase. Like, yeah, look, use that shit if you logged in. I'm mad at my dad because he decided to go to the Dominican Republic, and then he went to the Cayman Islands, came back to Oakland. This fool done signed into my Netflix all over the world. They charged me $6.99 talking about someone in your house. Was it for every country or? No, it was just okay. For my dad. Okay. They're like, let's add third seat. I said, I pay y'all to have 4 people, but they're like, one of these people is not in your home household. I said, Netflix, you tracking my location, bitch? Right. Ain't that supposed to be private? Why is we charging? That's what I thought. And I called my dad. He's like, oh my God. You know, my dad used to be a Panther, y'all. So he started talking about it was a white man, and I paid $6. All right, y'all. But that's what we have lined up this week. I'll keep you guys more updated when I figure out what I want to talk about. I know I still need to talk about the Married to Medicine seating chart, which if y'all go to Keywan J TV's channel and subscribe, y'all will see that we did a live on her channel where we already pre-discussed Toya Bush Harris's interview with Carlos King and also the seating chart for Married to Medicine. So if you guys want to go ahead and see what we preemptively said
on her channel, definitely go for it. But I will revamp and also say on my channel as well, just to get that content going. And hopefully I get access to the looks between now and the next couple of days. So let's hope we have that soon, because I know I want to see if my best and worst dress that I said on her channel is, still the same.
Jackie better not have on that pantsuit. I mean that shit.
Simone better not have no hard ass wig.
She will. I give Simone some fit. I don't even think it's fair to judge Simone. Simone, it's not that her outfits be off. They just don't be the outfits that fit her face, shape, any of that. But they don't be bad. They just don't be for her. She dresses younger.
Like Mrs. Best said here, someone convinced me to do more shows. I don't know what else is out there, you guys. I don't know what other shows I can cover. So I'm going to get on the phone with Mrs. Best at some time this week and just really go over shows just to see.
I keep telling you, you're too picky. There's Love is Blind. I know that's coming back. There's a lot of, I think, dating shows that you would do really well with that are on Netflix. There's also some stuff across other apps that I'll send to you. But I think you would do well just to jump into a show. Like I was unsure about Married at First Sight, just jumped into it. It did really well. So sometimes it's good to just try something new. You might like it.
We'll see, guys. We will see. But once again, thank you guys for all being here. Let me know if there's a show. Shout out to the replay gang. And like we said, people in the comments, this is our entertainment only opinions. This is not a political stance. Please do not come up in here all with these comments and stuff, because we gonna get you together. It's gonna happen. And then I'm not alone in this either. So please be respectful. Everyone should be entitled to their own opinions, even if you do not agree. I respect everybody else's opinion. Respect mine. Thank you very much. Have a good day, y'all. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye now.